Hello, can you guys hear me? Just write it down. Hey, Giacomo, Elena, is a top fan basically. Hi guys, ciao Ashra. So we should be almost ready. Ciao, hey, Erika, Sara. Ciao guys, we should be almost ready. Paolo is getting ready. And so before we start, let me introduce Paolo. Paolo is this guy over here. He's our art director before, now he's a creative director, and he's basically, let's make it very short. I think there are two kind of hairdressers in the world. One is the hairdresser that tries really hard to become a good hairstylist, over years and years of training and perfection and things like that. And there are people who are born with beauty in the veins. And this is Paolo. When I first saw him, I said, this guy has got it. You can clearly see it. So this is Paolo. He's somebody who knows beauty, who understands beauty, not only because he worked on it, but because he has it inside. So let me bring him on. Paolo, are you ready?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Gennaro.
Ciao.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good, very good, very good.
So how are you spending this time without work?
I'm trying to deal with myself.
Right. So you're doing a bit of exercising?
Yes, always trying to, not every day, but yes. And then I talk to you guys, and I try to be with you in some way. Trying to learning new stuff than I used to know already, but I need to study a little bit more. And
Paolo, can I ask you just to put your phone on this way?
this way.
Yes, thank you.
Is it
So
better?
yes, much better. So for you guys, if you didn't understand, basically we are trying to be in touch every day with everybody. Marika, Sara, all the guys are trying to learn something new, and we are doing the school anyway without doing practical together. Everybody's doing his part to continue, to get better at what we do. When we reopen the salons, we're going to be even better than before. So Paolo is one of the teachers in the group of teachers that are teaching around with the juniors. And today we're going to talk a bit how Paolo became what he is. What was his path to become a great stylist. So Paolo, tell me, how did you start hairdressing? When did you start actually?
The I was going with my mother every time she had to do her hair.
All right. So
she couldn't go to the hairdresser without me. I was always like upset about if she was if she was trying to do it.
well, so you were going to the salon.
Okay. Sorry?
You were going to the salon.
I was going with her. I was going
All
with
right.
her and always tried to say to her, "You do this," and then she always listened to me. To be honest, so and then I started in a little salon in my village.
Yeah.
In salon, like a little salon, and after 1 year, I started the school.
So you did hairdressing school.
Yes. It was at that time. It was 2 years. So they teach you about the hair. They teach you. They want you understand a little bit of the body as well, like anatomy, like chemistry, and yeah, 2 years, pretty good, pretty good.
So no, it's
And
important. It's something that nowadays is a bit missing, because now the salons are always busy in a rush, and the juniors don't have this much, help to understand the basic of hairdressing, which is something that everybody should do. So you did it, and it was, you enjoyed it.
it's good to know. It's good to know. Like, I mean, I can't remember everything, but if I'm if I'm if I'm able to read it again, for sure, I get something back.
All right.
But
So, and when did you come to London? When you decided to move here?
uh, 5 years ago, the 17th of February, and
Okay.
I was thinking about moving and trying to do new experience since when I was 23, 22, but then I got to do it at 26. Not bad. I took the time to think about, um, and then I started to work with you straight away.
All right. And yes, I mean, I remember the day that I met you.
Yeah,
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 I
yeah, yeah.
actually did your interview.
Interview. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
most important.
at that time, I was seeing a lot of hairdressers, a lot, because we were how many, like 30, 40 people in the same place, and
Yes.
when I did your interview, I didn't tell you what to do, right? I just said do whatever you want, and then I
Yes.
came downstairs and I saw the magic. I saw the proportions. I saw something that wasn't the school that we had, but it was still beautiful. It was really beautiful.
Thank you.
So, and I was like, okay, this guy has got it.
It's actually an honor for me to hear this from you, and always been.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I mean, I always told you. So I can tell you actually, I can make a. I have my questions over here. I already took off the ones I did for Marika yesterday.
Yes.
So before we look at some of your work, so we prepared some of the works that Paolo has done over the years with us. Uh, Giacomo is saying, look, I saw two. He
I
also
saw.
saw how good you are. So I mean, Giacomo, it's not possible to deny it. If
Giacomo.
somebody is good, it's good. So yeah, well, I'll ask you a question, and then after we're gonna look at some of the works that you have done,
Mhm.
and we will talk about it.
About.
So yes. So the question would be, what is your favorite part of hairdressing in terms of cut, coloring, styling? What is it that you enjoy the most?
I actually enjoy the most the three of them.
Okay.
Like there is, to be honest, I like to do everything. Like to to really be able to express myself. I have to do everything. So it's really important for me. Uh, so I can't answer this question.
Right. No, I
Just
mean, it's
it,
everything.
it's everything. There is not the. I mean, yeah, I can't miss anything.
Yeah, there is a little bit of. We are in London, yeah, we are in UK, and here there is like most of the hairdressers, the part of coloring and the part of cutting and styling, it's divided. Uh,
Yes.
but I think, and I'm happy to say it, I think this is wrong. Just because, if you have done a haircut and then you also have in mind how the color should move on the haircut. I mean, you have it in your mind, and sometimes it's not easy to give it to somebody who has to do instead of you.
Yeah. I mean, I will if I yes. I mean, it's something that like I can say to someone, you do this, you do that, and you can teach like them the technique. And
Yes.
this is obviously, it's amazing to be able to
Yeah, you
teach.
have to have
But
an
can
amazing
be,
connection
yeah.
with your stylist. I mean, somebody who is doing technical work for you needs to have worked with you for many years,
I mean,
so they have.
if someone that need to know what I can think about when I don't know what I'm going to think about. So, in some point, because at one point you just change your mind and you got the solution like really quickly. And but anyway, I do love to work. I want to say like I do love to work with the team in the team that I am. Like I am before to choose something, I always ask million times what my colleagues think, because they can always have a better idea. So I mean, it's not just me. So I wanted to say this anyway.
No, that's good, Paolo. That's really good. So, in terms of after this question, we will answer Carmen, which is asking what will be the trends for the summer.
Well, I am laughing about, and I don't want to be bad, but I think it's gonna be the regrow.
Bravissimo. So yes, the regrowth will be
This
the trend of the summer. The gray hair, guys.
like dark or gray or white regrow is gonna be the best. But actually, if you've been using, I'm gonna say it, if you've been using like GA products, no, but the way then we color the hair, it's actually make it easy. So
Yes.
because we always want that the regrowth to not to be that visible.
Yes.
So this is something that we do, and we will always.
Our client will have a bit less of problems than other hairdressers, basically, because our way of covering the gray is not that obvious, not that strong. So the regrowth shows less. So our clients, you are a little bit safer. You're a little bit,
A
a little bit.
but better than
Uh,
nothing. Sorry.
yes, and that's the big question, and it's very personal.
Yeah,
What is for you? What is the definition of beauty?
it's actually a lot, but beauty is connection, it's empathy, and yeah, it's it's all together in the right percent. And
So
that's what I
it's
think. That's what it comes from inside. And if I want to talk about my job, it's a connection like from inside and outside. So everyone should get the better image of ourselves, because we deserve this.
that's really
Because
nice.
because we can be nice person and we can be good looking person in the same time if we just want it.
And this is where you win. That's very nice. Very good, Paolo. Really nice. So let's look at some of your works. Obviously, I was showing this one, and these pictures are of a couple of years ago when we started, and this is a kind of a consultation period. Consultation. That,
Wimbledon. It's been an amazing period, strong but amazing.
it was hard, yes, but we made it through. And basically, here you're doing a consultation, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, what do you think? How important is the consultation?
It's the beginning. It's the beginning. You can't do anything without consultation. You can't do anything without speaking with your client. I mean, before to touch their hair, or I mean, the hair of my client, I need to talk to her. I need to sit with her. I need to listen to her voice. I need to listen what she's feeling. What did what she expects from me. So, and then I can try and go for it. And obviously, I need to know. I want to know. I'm interested. The which what's the lifestyle,
Yes.
what she usually do during the day, and what she needs from me, and then I can try to sort it out.
Yes, that's good.
So it's
We'll take.
it's I mean, and I
Go, go.
always really enjoyed.
Consultation is the most important part of the of our work. Yeah, it's like 70%. If you understand what the client needs and what you can do, and you can be able to explain what are the possibilities. If all these things come together, plus an amazing work, then you have done a great consultation. Next picture, and it's one of my favorite from you.
This is a nice picture.
This is a nice picture, and the hair. I think the hair. It's you. This hair. It's you expressing yourself on somebody.
Yes, my God.
Yeah.
Actually, she's a lovely girl, and she was like enjoying a lot doing this photo shoot. So, and a really cool girl.
Yeah.
And yes, I mean,
No, but if you look at this picture, apart that the obvious fact that she's beautiful, but the hair, it's
yes,
uh, it's
yes.
for her. It's tailored for her. It's not a blow dry because you know how to
No,
blow
no,
dry in
no.
that way.
This is. I mean, this is just with. I did it with my hand, with my hands, and hair dryer.
Yeah.
And
So you
yeah,
see.
I enjoyed really, really because she naturally have um a little wavy on her hair, like a little bit of wavy. And if you just working with your hands, I mean, it's amazing. You just follow the natural way, but make it a little bit more visible. That's nice.
Yeah. Uh, Alessandra, Florence, my stylist. She,
Ale, bye.
they miss you, Paolo. Um,
I miss everyone. I miss all of you.
I'm going to take a look at another picture.
Let's see.
So this one. I'll show you first this one.
Classic. Yeah.
I mean, how pretty is this picture?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Even here, I mean, even her, she's really beautiful, and I couldn't just apply the herbs in a normal way. I had to create something like that. I couldn't miss the moment to enjoy the beauty of this space. And yeah, and we did this treatment with herbs, like natural color,
Yes.
like natural product.
I don't know, that was 2 years ago, but it was our natural products. I told you yesterday, I told you guys yesterday, we are in collaboration with Phytophilos regarding natural coloring, and we also teach people how to use the natural colors. And we are trying to change a bit how the market is. We are trying also to shine light on some topics that are quite hidden, quite shadows, which is hair coloring. We're trying to make people's hair looking good, and these products are what is helping us a lot. And in this picture, you can see that apart from the treatment that does something good for the hair, you can also make it looking stylish and beautiful. So we want to get away from the natural organic coloring hairdressers being the second type of hairdresser, but instead can be the premium kind of hairdresser. By paying attention to these little details, even in when you apply it. And after that, we did a beautiful wavy blow dry. which is this one, Retro Waves. She was looking gorgeous.
This is a
Yeah.
really classy style, really classy.
Yeah, I mean, her face looks like made for it.
Yes, yes, the angle of the chin with the connection of the waves, the wavy. I mean, yes, yeah.
So shall we take a look at the next picture? So this is Paolo at work, fully into it.
Oh my God, I always make this mess with hair. Like, we always like we. I mean, everyone likes to do it. Obviously, you enjoy. Yeah, I love to create volume.
Yes, we can see
I
that.
love. But yeah,
Yeah,
this is obviously not the way. Then I mean, it was not the end. But yeah, it's I like it so much.
this
Like
is the moment you are about to finish, when you just give that kind of messy look with a
yeah,
lot of body. Yeah, I mean, I've seen you making so much volume for clients that I couldn't understand where the hair was holding. Like magic, beautiful.
actually, I mean, it's yeah, it's true. Like I don't know, I don't know too. I can explain, but it's like something that you touch the hair, and you just try, for, and it just mm, become even like with fine hair to give a volume. I always wanted to do it, and I always try to find. I mean, I always find a way at the end, and it's I enjoy this too. I mean, really, really much, so much.
Great. I mean, yes, but with fine hair, this is for all our colleagues, the ones that are struggling with trying to give body to fine hair. When you want to give body to fine hair, you
Yes.
have to touch it the least as possible. The less you touch it, the more
You
body you
have to,
get.
yeah, obviously, yes, yes, that's absolutely right. And because you have to touch it as less as possible, everything you do on everything you do, it has to be exactly the right thing, because you have to do like 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. So you have to do these 4 steps in the exactly right way. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you are.
don't you cannot put an extra step, otherwise you lose the other three.
Yes,
Right.
and that's why it's good to know the time to stop. I always like take hours and to do my job, like it's day, a full day. And but yes, you
Paolo, the thing is, yes, you take time to do your job, but you are also one of the most fully booked guys in our company. That means that what you do shows. Yeah, you do that little extra
correct.
that client notice, and why not? If you need time to make perfection or to try to get close to it, why not take it?
No, 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 no. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Let me pull up another picture.
Mm-mm-mm.
Uh, Here, this one I found it in the archives, and I believe there was
It's a
Aleash.
good picture. Yeah.
Yeah, we did some chatouche here, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Here we did. It's a chatouche, and we did it with the herbs.
and we did the toner with the natural colors. As you can see, that even though the client has been highlighted, so the hair went under bleaching and lifting, and it looks completely healthy. And this is because of the way we work.
Yes, we actually made a chatouche with completely natural colors.
So let's make this clear, guys, because there will be questions, and there has always already been questions in Italy, because we have with Fitofilos we teach also hairdressers in Italy, and the questions that many clients ask and many colleagues ask is, can you highlight or can you make the hair lighter with the natural colors? The answer is no. Basically, there is no way to lift hair with natural colors, but when you add some warm colors like gold, copper, yellow, the hair looks lighter. So you can kind of trick it. You can play with it and make it look lighter without actually lifting it. But obviously, you cannot make my hair blonde.
No, that's impossible. With
Yeah.
herbs, it's impossible. But we can play with the shades. So imagine working with the rhubarb and the fenugreek or the amla, and create this, just applying on the part, and we want to look lighter, so it gives that shades like this brightness. Then it look lighter, even if it's not.
Yes, that's a nice trick to do. Also because you are not touching the hair doesn't get affected in any damage.
At all.
Here you are performing a chatouche.
I can't see.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
So that's a pretty picture. This was also genius. Elena is saying you're a genius.
I love you. I love you.
And this is Luca. When the hair sees Paolo, it takes volume by itself.
Yeah.
Oh, let's look at Alessandra. She made a very nice comment.
Just love. I can see all.
I just love when I come in and Paolo knows exactly what should he do and how, without me needing to tell him what I want. Paolo just knows. He feels it, the cut and the color. That's very nice, Alessandra.
Alessandra.
Very nice and very true.
We played with your hair, and it was amazing. I really enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to do it again.
I think, Alessandra, we do have a picture of you here.
Yes, we do.
Is it okay if we put it on?
Yes. She told me yes.
All right. So you already contacted her. That's great. So let me take the next picture. Here. So this is Paolo doing a chatouche, and he's basically feathering. You know, it's like it's like he's not putting any weight to the touch. And this is, guys, especially for the juniors, the guys that are starting to learn balayage, chatouche. It's important that you are gentle with your hands. And in the beginning,
it's actually sorry if I interrupt you. Like what I said sometimes to the guys, then I mean the way to apply, to create something like such a nice perfection, which is crazy, because sometimes I just go crazy, and it's balancing like your arm and your body, like it's crazy. So that's what I wanted to do about this. It's connection with the body and exactly what you want to do.
Yeah. So the beginning, you know, when you start, I remember my first, the beginning, when I was doing chatouche, balayage. You know, the wrists, your movements are not as smooth. So it takes a bit of experience to start being so gentle with the hair.
Yes. It take a lot of time, a lot of years. Yeah.
Here. This is the lady you guys saw before, the beautiful one.
I was
The
finishing the
first one.
haircut, yeah.
Yeah, even with the haircut, Paolo, can you explain a bit what you're doing in this picture and why?
In this picture, I was creating a movement. So
as you can see, guys, the hair, Paolo is basically twisting the hair.
Yeah, you twist the hair and you just do a small cut on the right position to make more visible the movement of the hair, like the wavy. I don't want to say the name of this like now, but this is what we do.
Yes, basically you create a breakage inside the leg.
It's a kind of haircut that it make the wavy or the curly more visible, more bumpy, like more alive.
Yes. So let's go to the next one. Here also is another one of cutting. Yeah, you're making layers over here. You know, is there any connection, Paolo, between haircut and blow dry, like and styling?
Yes, obviously yes.
So
You
basically,
you have to be able to see the old picture. You need to have it in your mind, and then you start and you prepare the hair for the color, and you prepare the color, and you prepare the color for the color of the to be able to match with the color of the skin, and then the blow dry will be much easier because of the particular attention than you was having during the haircut.
So basically, the most important thing in our job is to have your final picture in mind.
Sorry.
So when you start like anything in the hairdressing, when you are about to start a client, it's very unlikely you are in the middle of the job, then you change your mind, and that job is gonna look as good, exactly as you thought initially. So my philosophy, guys, is always when you see a client, when you have an idea and you kind of connect to her idea, you make your picture and you go for it, because something that you went for it is always going to look better than something you change your mind 3-4 times during the work. At least it's gonna happen.
Crazy. It happened, but then even if you like I miss the word now, like section experience.
Yeah, absolutely. It happens even with the most experienced stylists.
Yes, but you learn. That's why with experience you learn how to think about everything before, and you have it in your mind, the step, and then you go for it.
And also the consultation, the consultation, very good consultation allows you to go for it. So
what we said before, actually, the consultation. Without consultation, you just try to be in a kamikaze, like going to kill yourself.
Yes. Let me take another picture here. Here we come to.
Wow.
So this is Delia, and she's one of your clients, yeah?
Yes. Thank
We
God.
say, ciao Delia.
Delia.
we basically here in this picture, Paolo is doing something special with the natural colors. and this lady, she has some gray hair. So what was your instead of going classic, let's cover it. What did you do?
We had some fun for. That's what I said to her. I said, listen, do you remember?
Ciao Francesco.
Ciao. And I was talking to her, and I was always suggesting this, like, listen, you color your hair like dark as you used to be, like without any gray. But why you don't play with? Because she had this particularly white part exactly in the right place, like lighter gray part. And I was explaining to her every time we should do this, but I'm gonna wait for you. And then one day she said, let's do it, and I loved it. I loved it
Shall
so
we
much.
shall we show you the guys the results?
Yes, go for it.
Eccola.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Do you
let's
have
see.
other pictures of her
Let me see.
or just this?
Let me see. Let me see. No, this two, Paolo. Only this two.
That's good. That's good. We can see better here. So all the gray get the blue shade, light blue shade, and that's what I wanted to create on her to be connected and to match with the color of her eyes, which is amazing. A light blue green. It's something that.
Yeah, I
Amazing.
mean, with hair, it make hair. It's really unique. It's really unbelievable the way you imagine this. It's not about not much out of the color. It's unbelievable because basically it's done with the natural colors. There is no peroxide, no oxidation. The pigment comes from a
Nothing.
plant called indigofera. So it's a indigo which releases a blue pigment, and this is already amazing. But the most amazing thing is you going for something like this. Where did you see this? It's like something a normal hairdresser wouldn't dare to.
I don't know. I mean, I saw this. I saw this 10 years ago. So I didn't invent anything, but I loved it. And I always try to find clients that they are happy to play with. So yeah, I remember I was working. I want to say I want to say thanks to Roberto Lorenzoni. She will probably see the live later, and I learned this when I was working with him. An amazing man, an amazing man.
Who is Roberto Lorenzoni?
I was working with him for
He,
8
he
years.
was your boss when you were in
He was
Italy.
my boss. Yes.
So
I
thank you,
started.
Roberto, for sending us such an amazing talent.
I say thanks to Roberto because he always loved me as his son. So, and I'll always be grateful to him. Thank you.
So, guys, there is another picture here where we can show this one. Is the similar work,
Yes.
and you can see basically the gray hair. Instead of getting rid of it, or
Yeah.
some
In this case,
many
it's
of
the same
you.
thing. Unfortunately, the picture is not bad. We could do better, obviously, on that moment. But
Senta
yeah,
Paolo, your
just to
connection
show
was
what.
1 second. Your connection was a bit bad. Can you? Okay, try again now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect.
I was saying this is not the best picture. We could do much better, but I mean, it's fine anyway. Yes, it was me probably rushing. And this is another job that we done with Indigofera, and a little bit different the result, but anyway, I found it cool. She was like much. I mean, the gray was lighter and it just yes.
I mean, some ladies are just not old enough to be gray. They're, even with gray hair can look cool, and doing something like this will not make the color like normal color, but just makes the gray hair become something special, a personality. Gives you a bit of more interesting personality.
Yeah, I mean, this is become from the personality. So if my clients say yes, it's because she feel it, and that's so I know it's going to George. So it's personal. Can you hear me?
Okay. For a second, we lost you.
Sorry. I think I need to put my. I need to use my charger.
Paolo, I'm going to put
Yes.
Alessandra's picture on
Yes,
now.
please.
Let me just find it.
Sorry about.
So, Paolo, while I find Alessandra's picture, you can I ask you another question?
See. Yes.
So, when you want to get your ideas regarding something new, or where do you get your ideas from?
Well, you look. You look at. Now I look at Instagram. Obviously, it's all on Instagram. So I just even I can get an idea about her watching like a picture. Then it's not about her. About her, um, it's like a feeling. So, but I get my idea through picture and we get our idea from history. So, for the story, I mean, it teaches us a lot about and every change of style in work is connected to a big change of political stuff or revolution and everything. I can't talk a lot about this because I miss a lot to know, but I think we will probably me and Georgia we will work on it to 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 be able to talk about. It's really interesting the history of the hair.
So, guys, Alessandra, here is your picture.
Yes.
We can see, I mean, another great haircut and a great color.
Yeah.
You see, there is,
Yeah.
there is nothing that you forced in this. There is nothing
No,
that
no, no,
have to
no, no, no.
style in a certain way for it to be looking good. It's all made
This is
around.
just her hair. Yeah, this is just her hair. The movement is just her natural hair. And the color, I really wanted to get exactly this shade. Like I was thinking to go much lighter and closer to white, to pearl, but I mean I couldn't damage her hair that much, and I find this color really really nice. Anyway,
Interesting.
I like
It
I like
worked for
I like
her.
it a lot.
I have a couple more questions, Paolo, and then I will leave you. Can you tell
Yes.
me a name of a product that you cannot be without?
Well, obviously the
Anti-snap.
anti-snap.
Here,
Yeah,
red
from Red.
can.
Yes, this is one of the best product everyone have to need to use and need to have it. men, women. It contains protein, and it repair hair from the hair dryer. So in order to don't burn the hair, to don't damage the hair. So it's a protection as well.
Yes, I mean, anti-snap. I also started hairdressing when I was like 17, and I remember every hairdresser I was working with was using anti-snap. And
Yes.
at the beginning, you don't understand why, because at the beginning you are not actually doing hair when you start hairdressing. You are brushing the floor, and I was seeing these bottles going around the salon all day, putting it back in the trolleys. And then when you start to do the hair, you see the difference when you use anti-snap before a blow dry or after. Another thing I want to just quickly say.
It's like a foundation. It's like a foundation. It's a product that you always better to use it.
Yes, you know, we are known for using natural stuff, natural cost to not damage the hair, and some people are like super crazy about companies like Redken being not natural. Uh, One thing I want to say, and I always say this to my guys when we teach coloring, and there is something that you have to understand, which is hair doesn't have any bloodstream. Yeah, it doesn't go. There is nothing that you are putting on the ends that is going inside your body. So this works on the ends and on the lengths. So you can use it and don't be afraid, because this helps your hair to get protected from the hair dryers, makes the hair just feeling a bit better, especially with the kind of hair that are damaged or blonde.
It's like using the cream for your face. Exactly the same. You put moisturizing cream in your face in the morning, and you apply anti-snap on your hair.
Bene, Paolino, I think allora guys, before we finish this live, Paolo, as you understood, is the person who will talk about a bit about beauty in general, and he will be coming back with us in a week or two to talk about history of the hair. So what is because the fashion also with the hair, not only with the clothes, always comes back. You always see something coming back, and it will bringing up some topics about history of the hairdressing, history of the industry, and history of the hair. And we will see him again for this. And that's it, Paolo. There is anything else you wanted to add?
No, I just want to say hi to everyone. I miss all of my clients. I miss all of you, obviously. And that's it. We will go through everything we will have to, enjoying day by day life in the best way we can.
Thank you, Paolo.
I love you all.
Amazing. Ciao.
Bye.
Wait,
Ciao.
wait, Paolo, wait. Guys, wait. There is a name. We have to name the next person who wants to be in a live with me tomorrow.
Go for it. Come on.
So let's vote. Ready in the comments.
Who it's gonna be?
Okay, Paolo.
Yes.
Allora. Yeah. Elena is saying Marco.
Woo.
So we have Marco, Sara. Allora, there is two Marco, Elena, Marco, Alessandra dell'Aquila, Sara
Marina,
Luca, Elena.
Però
I think we have two Marco here for now. Another Marco. Another
I think it's gonna be Marco. I think it's gonna be Marco.
Elena qui. Oh wait, anche Giacomo with Elena. Allora, we have two Sara. We have two Sara, three Elena, three Marco.
I'm looking forward to them.
Oh my God. So I think here the Vincenzo wants Sara. I think it's Sara, Marco, and Elena. Guys are three. So okay, Paolo, you choose. Marco,
But
Sara, Elena.
how many Marco do you have?
What do you mean? You work with me, you know?
I mean, you're right. How many times? Who said
No,
Marco? How many people?
Three times Marco, three times Sara, three times Elena.
Oh, guys, please.
Pick
Someone
one.
else? Me.
We can actually do triple, but Elena, I would like to do multiple live with the hairdressers. No, especially with the hairdressers such as Marco and Sara, who have been working with me for I don't know, forever. You know, those people need particular attention. But I can definitely do a triple with. I can definitely do a triple with.
Well, I would like to hear Elena a lot, but I think Marco and Sara as well.
Okay, Marjan wants Marco as well. I think Marco won at this point. So tomorrow we are because we have an extra vote for Marjan, if I'm correct, if I said it nice. Elena can interview Marco and Sara. This is a possibility. Why not? So you guys, tomorrow the live show will be a bit different. Yeah, either we have Marco and Sara together and Elena interviewing them.
That's gonna be fun.
We will definitely be here with you at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Please, can you share the event with your friends, because we need to increase the amount of people watching us, and also because I want to share with everybody why we're doing what we're doing in GA and what do we want to change, because I believe the industry, as I say, is a bit corrupted with by big companies, big products, and a bit of lies. So we will see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock again.
Perfect. Okay.
Thank you, Paolo.
Thank you, Gennaro. Bye. Bye.
Yes, let's tell the world about GA. No, guys, seriously, before we close, it's important that I will be sharing with you things that hairdressers don't tell you because they don't know, because the companies who come in the salon, such as, I don't know, I cannot make names now, but companies who come in the salon don't tell you the reality of how hair colors work. So it's important to understand what you are doing in your hair. When you go to a hair salon, it doesn't have to be with us. You have to know what is being applied into your hair and why. And most of the time, not even the hairdressers know that. So it's important that you share this video, and we are going to tell everybody how really hair coloring works and hairstyling works to everybody. Thank you so much. Giacomo wants to interview me. Of course, Giacomo. Ciao, guys.